call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He leaves it with his back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to get the edge on the right. Breaks the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Has to get there to move the
defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires complete on the crosser. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll run it on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that's a really good stop by this defense. Third down, they run the football, they're physical. You gave up some yards on the possession, so be it. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barber. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd.
Florida State, 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Sends it back in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Wide out trying to get it in. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going with the ground game, Leonard. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Return is brought down at the 39, and your Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Brings it down on the right side. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole. Screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. see if they can get something going here late in the half.
3-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll ride Davis here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened. And the rest of college football should take notice. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Puts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. It's now a 15-7 game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And his first throw here is incomplete. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They booted away on fourth down. Can't hang on, he muffs it.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to Davis. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Davis. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, they've been playing for the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy since 1935, Minnesota and Iowa, and now it's a final. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. They'll ride Davis here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Gain of 2. Offense facing 4th down.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Berry. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. That Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the target. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll operate out of split backs. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the catch, it's Davis. Turns it on in midfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Wiley. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
I'll tell you, not a lot of DBs that have the speed to run with that guy, but he sure did. And there was a deep shot. Speed versus speed made the best guy win, and the defender comes out on top.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up by 24 over Jacksonville State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's
throws for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
teams who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Razorbacks will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start the 25. Hand it off. That's a strong stiff arm. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Oh, what a cut, and still going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, fans of the Razorbacks and the LSU Tigers know that they battled for the Golden Boot. If the rest of you are confused, check a map. Arkansas stacked on top of Louisiana. It sort of looks like a boot, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, to put it simply, that's exactly what it is. In '96, the Boot Trophy was commissioned from 24-karat gold. It's over 4 feet tall and 200 pounds in weight. And a fun fact, it's the heaviest crew trophy in college football.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. On the move now. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made by the tight end. And he roams out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. The backs got it. Sends right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not much on that play, brought down short. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, what a grab! The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And the defense smothers him for no gain. LSU and Arkansas, of course, is a border rivalry. It goes back to 1901, but it wasn't played very often until they came together in the SEC in 1992. Only once had they played in the previous 4 decades.
Yeah, Chris, when they got together in 1992, the Razorbacks hadn't beaten LSU, check this one out, since 1929. And after getting revenge in 1992, the series quickly became one of the most entertaining and hotly contested rivalries in the SEC. Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. He breaks free. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Looks right, lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
The punt team making their way on the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Arkansas offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. You keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And he's got it again. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Catch made on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
As a design quarterback keeper. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to run it with the option. It's a fumble. Ball scooped up in the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Pretty good execution here by the offense. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the only thing is he doesn't take care of the ball once he gets upfield. The defense alertly knocks that ball loose and gets on top of it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On the ground, it's Durham. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. Here's the 2nd down play. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Murphy. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a huge play for for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
1st and goal, handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And the Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First down and 10 now. To throw, it's Jackson. Looking for his back. And they get to completion. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for a receiver. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On first down, it's play action. Going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They'll kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And a returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Breaking tackles. Oh, he scooped up. Offense still has it on the run. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. To put them on top now.
Well, you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for any. Pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. The Razorbacks are in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down coming up after that running play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
And the Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. Trying to find some room. It's Willingham.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Jackson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Now, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
The Razorbacks pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quicker.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He shreds the tackle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Now look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Arkansas. Add 6 more points to the total. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Anderson. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and get it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. Then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down after that previous play. To the air. It's Murphy. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Try and muscle for the first down. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Has the first down and more. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, LSU. Great connection there for 6 points.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And now to try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Now here's the toss play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
A play action looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw. It's Jackson. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Third down now. And the Razorbacks will bring their punt team onto the field. Going to kick it away for the second time. Oh, and he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. He finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run the option. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Man, this defense is already struggling to defend the pass. I think their eyes are in the backfield. They're worried about where's the next pass play, and now they got to deal with the option. A lot to deal with against this offense.
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. The Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The receiver grabs it. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Ball fielded near the 25. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.
Let's go, right.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Zips it down the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the block.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Backfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Look out, room to run here. Got the first down and still motoring. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Here we are, late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. Handoff heading left. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Toss play, running right. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Back to pass. It's Murphy. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game. Getting closer to midfield now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield. Makes the catch in space. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a cheap play.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his back. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
2nd down and goal. Scanning the field. It's Murphy. Touchdown, LSU. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Absolute pandemonium here right now, Chris. The sideline is scrambling. They don't know whether to go for the tie or the win. Right now, this crowd is so loud, they better quiet down so they can get the call in.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down. They went for 2 and the lead, but now still trailed by 1. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And I don't think that made it 10 yards before getting touched. Of course, that's going to be a penalty. Now the coverage seemed a little bit eager there. Got to make sure the ball travels 10 yards before touching it. And the penalty will ruin the chance for a recovery and set the offense up. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with the 11 seconds remaining. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.